the unofficial start of the fantasy football season is coming upon us, and that is the Scott Fish Bowl 10, SFB X. Peter, did you request a division?
No. So this was my thought, because Scott sent around a thing where you could request your draft slot and your division. And I was more interested in my draft slot than division. So I left no preference for division and then requested, I think, slot 3, thinking everyone's going to request 1 and 2. Maybe I'll have a better chance. So I went game theory for that. But I know you were too distracted by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and selected that, correct?
Yes. Yeah, because that was my favorite. Like growing up was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You just saw Donatello and
you just love to see it.
Just jumped in.
But let's get back to Scott Fish Bowl. The scoring settings, have you looked at them at all, Davis?
It's the 2018 settings, but with point per incompletion, right? And point per sack as well. Or point lost, like negatives for those.
There's way more emphasis. It's a super flex, so you can play up to 2 quarterbacks, but you can also get in really dangerous territory for some of these quarterbacks because you have -1 per incompletion, and then like if you throw an interception, it's -4. So
Rick Road might have actually finally been right about Jameis Winston had this scoring existed last year.
Well, remember, Davis, when you say you will never give him any attention and you on your own say his name on this show?
Well, this was too nice. It was too good.
It's a gathering of negativity. What's your take? Do you have a Fantasy Cares Eliminator League that you're in?
I have 2 of them, Dave, because my first one filled so fast.
Nice. Are you through any of them?
Yeah, I finished one of them.
So what's your take, like, just on how things went with the draft?
So that one is a little different because there's no positional
8 positions, right?
So everyone just kind of hammers quarterbacks for the first few rounds and then it goes from there. But I like them. They're fun formats and it's easy to draft too when you're not having to worry about all the specific scoring settings. I think the thing for the Scott Fish Bowl that's interesting is just, I love how it messes with your brain because everyone's like, oh, super flex, draft these quarterbacks, but then you have to really get granular with how do these quarterbacks play
actually score.
Screw you.
Yeah.
What were they saying? Is that like Josh Allen is just going to take such a hit in this scoring format?
Yeah.
And even like Kyler takes so many sacks too, right? Like he'll complete a ton of passes, but he'll probably take, 2-3 sacks a game. So it's not great relative to, other guys at the position.
I mean, Tannehill is going to be a top 5 quarterback.
I'll book that with you.
Good in that format.
But I do like the idea as we like introduce of like real life mimicking, helping to mimic like the fantasy game or fantasy mimicking real life. That's what I was trying to say. But like points per first down. It's a tough concept, but I like it because like a first down's way more important in real life. The same reason why I think if you're playing like defenses, like you should have turnover on downs, like be some sort of point for the team defense.
Yeah.
In DFS, a charge taken should be counted as a steal.
That's stupid.
The only thing
it's not stupid. It's a turnover. It's just like a steal.
Well, yeah. Did you just say the one? I mean, you forgive me if you just said this one, but the one where if the defense scores a touchdown and then your defense loses points for that.
Yeah, that's dumb.
That's dumb. So stupid. The only thing that's hard is from a sweating perspective. If you're sweating the Scott Fish Bowl stuff, like we're all so conditioned with DraftKings PPR, like that's how we're viewing everything. I don't find myself being like, oh wow, we got a first down, let me get that, because it's generally the only league that I have that has those scoring settings. So it'd be cool though if that became like
they should add that. They should add that to DK scoring. Actually,
more points,
more sweats. Yeah.
All right. Well, just get ready because Scott Fish Bowl is coming to your timelines. The beginning of July. It's going to be nothing the Scott Fishbowl. Shout out to Josh ADHD. He always has a nice little Scott Fishbowl app that will be on Rotor Grinders. And also, if you want to join in the Scott Fishbowl Menace, they do have the satellite leagues. So it's a good like kind of first step for those that kind of want to get in on the action. ScottFishbowl.com.